Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Whew, I'm actually under the weather, so I'm not feeling my best, but of course for my YouTubers I would do anything. Even on my sick bed, I'm going to be here entertaining you guys with our wonderful delicacies. Once again, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Kayima's Kitchen. Have you subscribed to our YouTube? If you haven't, please subscribe to our YouTube. So on today's episode of the Kayima's Kitchen, I'm going to be making our local porridge yam. What do we need for this porridge yam? Of course, we need our already sliced yam. We need this, the Igbos call this green, the Yorubas call it eforiro, the Hausas call it elefo. So I already have a chopped one. I have my seasoning cubes, and I have this famous thing called oyibin. Some people call it ubaka, some call it Ugba. I'm going to be adding it. I have my salt, I have my pepper puree, my crayfish, my sliced onion, and I have my smoked fish, just to give it that, you know, those grandmother's porridge yam. So guys, as always, we have a taster, someone that will be tasting our food, telling our wonderful YouTubers what she or he genuinely thinks about this delicacy. So let's get cooking. So I have my water boiling already. So I'm going to be pouring this yam. This yam is already sliced, like I said, from the Kayima food mart. You know, we do the prep for you, so all you just do is buy and start cooking. So for busy moms out there, you know, you can just call us up and send us your orders, and we just prep. So I'm going to bring this yam to a boil before I start putting in every other ingredients I need for this grandmother's porridge yam, the Kayima's Kitchen way. I'm going to bring this to a boil. So I'm going to be covering the pot and allow this boil. Then I can start putting in all my wonderful ingredients. My yam has been boiling, so I'm going to start by adding some of my ingredients. So I allow it to boil for a while. Then I'm going to start adding the things I actually need to cook this yam. So I'm going to start first with my seasoning cubes. I'll be adding some onion, some crayfish, some salt for taste, I'll be adding the pepper puree. So guys, I always say be very careful with the salt, because this salt is really hot. So after adding some of these ingredients, I'll stir them for a while. And I'm going to be adding our famous palm oil. So I'll just check that. Make sure you check the palm oil properly. So I'm going to be adding the Kayima Food Mart's palm oil. I always say don't put so much of the palm oil. Then I'll stir. And I will let this boil for a while before I add the other ingredients. I always use the all-purpose in almost everything I cook. Trust me guys, like seriously, this all-purpose, I just feel it brings out like this local but, you know, very interesting kind of taste. So, and at this point I'm going to be adding our dried Ugba. This Ugba I soaked behind the cameras, so this is like after using the dried one and you soak, this is what you end up getting. So I already soaked this, so I'm just going to be pouring this into the pot. then I'll stir. So I'm going to allow this to cook properly before I add my vegetable. My vegetables will be like the last thing I'm going to be adding, including my smoked fish. I'm going to be adding that, but because I don't want it like to get pieces in the fire, I'm going to be adding that way before I add my vegetables. But for now, I'm going to allow this yam to actually cook. So we'll cover up again. Okay, I'm going to check up on the yam porridge and see what, okay, yeah, it's cooking. Can you see the color of what this Kayima food mark palm oil can do? So at this point, I'm going to be adding my smoked fish. I also used dried fish as well, but I used dried fish, smoked fish, but I just want to use smoked fish today. So for our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, our Ugba is already dried. So all you just need to do is get it and soak it in warm water, then you can use it. What I'm using here is the dried Ugba, but just that is already soaked in the hot water. Soaked it for a while. So my yam porridge is actually ready. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding my vegetable. Like I said, this is our local spinach. So in Igbo we call it green, the Hausas call it aliefo, the Yorubas call it eferuro. So this I'm going to be adding now. Then I'm going to be bringing down this delicious porridge yam, and our taster will be tasting. So I will not allow this to cook, because you know it needs to retain its flavor. So at this point I'm going to just be offing my cooker and just stir this in. I'll allow the heat from the cooker to just, you know, boil in the vegetable. So I don't know if you can see this color. I don't think the camera is doing justice to this food, guys. Like seriously, this looks delicious. When I say delicious, it looks delicious, you know. So yeah, there you go, our grandmother porridge yam, but the developed version in Kayima's kitchen. So you always know you can try this at home. You can get the ingredients used in this video to try yours. If you try, please post me a video on Instagram, tag me, let me know that you know you're cooking one of our dishes. I want to know. So also tell me if you like it. Yeah, so make sure you use everything I used in this video. That way you can actually get the same kind of taste and the same kind of feeling that I'm having cooking this meal. So very soon we're going to hear from our taster, but before then let's wait for this to just steam for 2 minutes, then we'll play it for our taster to taste.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Kayima's Kitchen.